So the England press conference just finished at around 5:15 at this point, and we are here to bring you all the latest inputs that Harry Brook, the England captain, spoke during that particular press conference. Now, Harry Brook has been the captain of the England cricket team for close to 1 year. And because of that, now England are in a position where they have reached the semi-finals for the fourth straight time. I mean, remember in 2016 they reached the final, 2021 they reached the semi-final, 2022 they reached the final and won, 2024 they managed to reach the semi-final, and now they have reached the semi-final again in 2026. Now, Harry Brook has openly lashed out at the criticism that England cannot play spin at this point in time. On that criticism, Harry Brook has lashed out by saying, look, it is a very unfair criticism and an unfair rap that England are getting that they cannot play spin. For one simple reason, when I have to look at it, England have played 6 games. England have played 6 games in Sri Lanka as well as India, and they have only lost 1. This kind of mentality, when you look at it, it is not that they cannot play spin. It is just that the criticism that has been surrounding this Indian cricket team on the back of some performances in the past that continues to stick around with the Indian cricket team. This is the problem. There is a lot of criticism of the England cricket team on their ability to play spin. So this is a major concern that Harry Brook has said. Harry Brook has said England get a lot of unfair rap for the way how we play against spin. It is not a fluke that we have won all the games in Sri Lanka. They have won 6 games in Sri Lanka, and they have lost only 1 game against India in this particular instance. So this is the thing that Harry Brook has said about the criticism factor of England when it comes to spin. Now, one more aspect of England's current situation is Jos Buttler. Buttler, at this point in time, he has had a horrible T20 World Cup. He struggled for runs, he struggled to ensure that, okay, he gets the consistency, which made him one of the best white ball players in the world. But on Jos Buttler, the condition was very simple that Harry Brook has said. It is just better to leave him alone. He will figure it out for himself, and that is the reason why he is one of the best players in white ball cricket for England. This is the thing that Harry Brook has mentioned about Jos Buttler. There is no concern whatsoever about Jos Buttler's form in any sense. England are going to back their match winner, and because of that now, they will go ahead in this match with fewer concerns. Now, it has been a very huff and puff campaign for the England cricket team. The one reason is they lost to West Indies. They managed to just eke out a win against Nepal, and against Pakistan and against New Zealand, they just had some close shaves. Now, does that impact the momentum of the England cricket team heading into the semi-final? He says these kind of things actually help the England cricket team be in a better mindset at this point. Taking the game deep, individuals are stepping up under pressure, individuals are hoping that yes, one or two of them stand up and make themselves count. These are the kind of things in which these close games ensures it does. Close games against Nepal, then against England, against West Indies, if you look at it, against New Zealand and against Pakistan. These are the things which will ensure that England have the momentum. But when asked about whether India also are in the momentum because they had 2 knockout game situations, Harry Brook was nonchalantly saying it is up to India to answer that. Now, as far as the pitch is concerned, Harry Brook had another simple, straight answer. I don't know about the pitch. Once we practice tonight, we will come to know what is the situation like. Now, on past information, when you look at who is the second most successful team after India in this format of the T20 World Cup, it is actually England. What has allowed England to tick, except against India, and do well against the other nations? On that, Jos Buttler mentioned that, look, we have got some performers who have always put their hand up and have ensured that, okay, we get England over the line. So yes, there are lessons to be learned when you have to look at India versus England. There are lessons that England have to shape up in order to ensure that yes, they get over the line. He highlighted 5 players who are going to be very, very important. He highlighted Will Jacks. Will Jacks will be the X factor at the Wankhede Stadium. India also, when you look at the spin bowling lineups, India have Akshar Patel and they have Varun Chakravarti. But England also have Will Jacks, they have Rayan Ahmed, they have Jacob Bethel, they have Liam Dawson. All can also chip in with the bat and with the ball. On that is the reason why Harry Brook, boss, our spin quartet is also going to give India some troubles. India will also have to do well against our own spinners. So, Harry Brook is really confident that the Indian cricket team will struggle against the England spinners as well. But then on the Harry Brook versus Varun Chakravarti battle, you have to remember that in the last series that they played, it was Chakravarti who had the edge over Harry Brook. To that, he mentioned, yes, Varun Chakravarti is one of the best bowlers there, and that is the reason I will want to ensure I do well and score runs against him. Is the playing 11 been revealed by the England cricket team? No, the playing 11 has not yet been revealed by the Indian cricket team. But you can very much assure that, yeah, in conditions in Mumbai, they will want to ensure that they pick the right 11. And they pick the right amount of spinners and pacers. So, he highlighted the likes of Will Jacks, Tom Banton, Sam Curran. They all will be key in this particular encounter that is there. So, Harry Brook has spoken about the fact that this criticism that England cannot play spin is not founded. It is just not true. Yes, England have won in tricky situations in Sri Lanka. That is why he's got that confidence also heading into the semi-final that is there. And you have to understand that Harry Brook is also pretty confident about his England team doing well for one simple reason. They can challenge India. And they are the second most successful team that has been in T20s for the past couple of years. So, India versus England is going to be that epic battle that is going to take place. Then I will just take a couple of comments. SG JDO is saying, Sanju flop show loading in the semi-final. No. See, who succeeds, who doesn't succeed, it is up to the batter. I agree, Jofra Archer has had the wood over Sanju Samson. But maybe on a flat deck, you can get Sanju Samson scoring runs as well. What has been there in February 2025 is not necessarily the same in February, March 2026. Let's make one thing very clear about that. Sarak Chandra is saying it's because of individual performances in SL they got through and our eyes witnessed their abysmal batting versus SL Park. These types of speculation make them look egoistic. See, this question was asked not once but twice. Twice it was answered. He said that, look, we are getting unfair criticism. We have gotten an unfair rap over the way how we play spin. These are his exact words. On the other hand, you have to also understand that they did make it. And the clincher in the Harry Brook press conference before I sign off, the clincher. Mone Mokel in the India PC has said, we haven't played a perfect game. Harry Brook has gone one step ahead and said, you don't need to play the perfect game to win the title or the match. You don't need a perfect match to ensure you win that particular result. Well, England haven't played the perfect game at all in this whole competition. Barring certain instances against Scotland and Nepal, if you look at it against Italy, England haven't had a perfect game. One perfect game could be England versus Sri Lanka. But that too, England's batting had to be popped up by the lower middle order. So, will England manage to put in the perfect game? Because a perfect game would be Adelaide 2022. Can they repeat that? Or do you think there are still some problems that will come up? You can write to us in the comments below. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this update. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.